What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video drilling episode. Actually, this time in my room, in my own room. It's a cool little place. Look, 2 beds because why not? No, and the view. All right, the view. The windows are hella dirty, but okay, doesn't matter because they will clean it soon. Hopefully, who knows? Anyways, today I found out something crazy, all right? Something really crazy. Like, if you're a bit into data and social media collecting your data, you're like at least aware they are collecting some data, like, the pictures you give them access to, so your whole gallery, microphone, all that stuff, camera, you know what I mean. But today, after today's management information systems class, bro, that is way deeper than I thought, all right? That is way deeper than I thought. You see, our lecturer, really cool guy, I have to say, he basically told us, because he's a CIO of a company, of a decent company here in Jib, and he has run ads, and he's like, oh, let me just show you as an example, because what were we talking about? Basically, information systems make sense, right? So he showed us the Facebook detailed targeting, and oh my god, the options he had, and you have to imagine, he had so many options. I'm gonna list a few of them. Like, he showed us all the options, and it's just crazy because it's these options. That means that Facebook, or in that case Meta, so Instagram, WhatsApp, through these platforms, Meta collects your, like, obviously not just Meta, obviously TikTok and whatever else, every social media site, everything collects data. But the depth of this is at a level that I just did not grasp before this. And it's literally so crazy because it's like data, like they collect the data, or in the marketing campaign, you can select your audience, very simple. But in the advanced one, like I said, it's a bit like you can select stuff up to relationship status, for example. I don't know, newlywed in the last 3 months, 6 months, long distance relationship, widowed, whatever else, bro. You can select like family and relationships. So for example, parents with parents and siblings that are in whatever age, or for example, you are a father, so fatherhood with children of that and that age, and they collect all this data through, bro. And that's also one thing I found crazy. Obviously you're being profiled through your likes, the post you like, the post you comment on, the post you share, your gallery, and if you allow personalized ads, like, of course, way more. But I didn't know that they also profile you about things that you text. So whenever you text your friends on Insta or on WhatsApp, Meta, and this, just because we used Meta as an example, creates, like, it uses your messages and their messages to profile you and them. Like, bro, you could literally tell a friend, I don't know, that in 3 years, no, that I don't know, in 6 months your baby will be born, and then you will already be categorized as a soon to be a father. Bro, I don't know about calls, like, if they also collect data from the calls, most likely, to be honest, because if they do that, like, okay, let's just go into the actual data, like, that they take, because he showed us that in person. I was trying to find something similar, like by myself without, because I don't post on Facebook. I don't like, I can't access that option. But here I actually, oh, I took a picture. I thought it was camera flip. All right. Well, then I just have to read it out because, whoa. First of all, okay, location, even if you don't agree, this is also one crazy thing we talked about. When, people nowadays, they like posting their posts, like they just like posting stuff whenever they're on vacation, for example. Bro, you can select in the targeting, like in the ads targeting, you can select to show it to people who are away from home, who are away from their parents, away from their birthplace, bro. And obviously this data in the wrong hands, people, and also you should be careful when you post stuff like the here the what did I just say, when you're on vacation, the pictures, because let's say, especially now with AI more dangerous than ever, people can easily find out your home address and stuff, but even before that was not an issue. And now when you post pictures of yourself on vacation, they're like, oh, he's not at home. Oh, I see someone else took his pictures. Or maybe you say, that you are with your family on vacation. Oh, so most likely no one's at their home. Oh, it's time to steal, for example. And that is crazy because, bro, and that's not even all. Like, okay, location, yes. Then connections, all right. That's me. Wait here. Demographics, right? That was partially of what I said. Then also interests and behavior. Okay, interests is obvious, just the stuff you like, comment, and talk about with your friends. Apparently, behaviors is mad. And I think under behaviors, there was part of the stuff that I already mentioned, like away from home or whatever, or like being a father, or I don't quite remember, but it was just crazy. I just couldn't help but laugh at it, to be honest. Yeah. Then also, wait, what is this? Placements. Okay, then everything. You don't understand the term of everything. Like, not just your bio and what you decide you share on social media, but every second you spend on social media is being used to profile you. And that is so mad. Like, of course, all your posts, the posts you like, comment, blah, 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 usual, but like, even, I'm honestly just shocked about the fact that even your messages get ahead in profiling you. Yeah. What is this? Mark for suggested videos, right column. Then also, if you're on a mobile device or not, and which device you're even using, like the exact model. Custom audience, lookalike audience, website traffic, engagement. Yeah, basically the picture that I found isn't really good for this, but it was like, so you could target such a certain group of people with the ads. That means that these platforms have such a specific profile of all of us. Like, I thought, oh, it's one thing like, if I don't use social media too much, that's what I used to think. But like at one point I just knew that was nonsense. But like, to this extent is honestly shocking. Like, you have to see, you just have to see it genuinely, like how much he could select in the advanced targeting settings, yo. Started off, it was literally just a small button, and then suddenly it pops up a huge window with three, I forgot the word, three tabs or whatever: interests, hobby, no, interests, behaviors, and demographics. And especially the demographics one, that was mad. Like literally, I don't even know, bro. There was so much. I honestly feel the way that I'm explaining it sucks a lot. Like right now, I feel like I'm explaining it so terribly because I don't remember all of it. Like I said, my memory sucks. And I'm just shocked by the amount, like literally 100% sure your social media knows more. Like the social media companies know more about you than you do yourself. Most likely, honestly. Oh, maybe not. But like, maybe not. Who knows? But probably they know more than your closest friends about you. That's mad. Or, no, that was Pegasus. That was the it was like, sorry, I need to laugh for no reason. It was Pegasus. I wanted to read a bit more about this, but I like, because he mentioned it at the beginning of the lecture, but then he talked about he showed us this with Facebook, and I was like, phew, so I had to talk about this first instantly when I came back here in my room. But basically, Pegasus, it was like an Israeli organization or a company or whatever, and they can run on your device without you even knowing they're running on your device. You know, it's like it runs, it has access of everything you do, and it literally is just, imagine, it's like, I'm lacking the words. It's just an observer of 100% of what you do on your phone, and even more. Like, it had access to everything on your phone. Like, imagine it was an invisible user on your phone. He can also just send messages from your phone. He can just record audio from your phone. You know, we all probably know by now that, oh, those moments when you're like talking with a friend about something, and then a while later you get ads on your phone, and we're like, oh, am I being listened to? Yes, you are. But like, bro, it was the case with the Pegasus, with, what was the name? Wait, I wrote it down. Of Spain, so Pedro Sanchez, right? Just Google Pegasus spyware and Pedro Sanchez. That's what I wanted to do. I haven't done that yet. But I just remember those two names, Pegasus and Pedro Sanchez, and wanted to look at that again because that was actually really interesting. And yeah, basically just access on your phone about everything. And it was like, basically he's a politician, and the phone, like the spyware Pegasus, just even like complete access to a politician's phone first of all, and then also during important meetings, phone would just go, oh, it's time to record. Or, well, not the phone would go, but like Pegasus would be like, oh, it's time to record, and then confidential information and stuff. But it's not even like, bro, none of you watching is probably like someone who's like, who has that much confidential information, like that important confidential information. If you do, hit me up. I like knowing information, confidential at that. But no, don't do that. But it's just like, if even that, there's no limit to them doing that. So why should they set a limit on someone who is a no one like us in the grand scheme of things? In the grand scheme of things, we're nobodies. No one is anybody, actually, in the grand scheme of things. But like society, in this societal, in the social hierarchy, we are most likely nobodies, I assume, because I'm 19. I'm a nobody. I'm probably what actually what makes somebody into a somebody? Like, because in the end, even all these famous, like right now famous people, what even make, like, just because they're famous and well known doesn't mean they're somebody, you know what I mean? Like, yes, they might be well known, and yes, they might also be well known for a couple of generations. But in the end, we're just humans. We're just tiny creatures floating on a tiny rock. You know what I mean? No one is really anyone. So I'm just, it sounds like so much nonsense, but like it makes so much sense in my head, you don't get it. Anyways, no one is really anyone that so why do you have social anxiety? I know it's completely crazy how I just went from Facebook track and social media tracking your data to you having social anxiety. But if you think about it, you and the people you know and will know are not going to exist in maybe 50 years, maybe 100 years, maybe in 10 years. Who knows? Okay? Who knows? Who knows? So I don't get this fear type of thing, like not doing something because of other people, because of their opinion. I don't get it. And like not doing things because you're scared of failure, or you're scared of, I don't know, man. Why are you scared of failure? Failure? Bro, you're looking at failure the wrong way if you're looking at it as failure. Because people be like trying once, failing, and then like, nah, this is not my thing. This is not my thing. Bro, you tried it once. You cannot say if that is your thing, or, bro, don't even, like, that is the most nonsensical argument I've ever heard. And also, just the, why are you afraid of failure? I don't get it. Like, bro, failure is one step closer to your goal, literally. Imagine, simple. Let's say you are trying to make really good friends, like friends you can really connect with. And to do that, you have to speak to people. Because if you sit in your room all day doing nothing, how are you gonna make like a real life friend who's really close to you? Come on. Like, yeah, so you have to try. But imagine you who has never done that before, because that's essentially the thing of trying for the first time, or being afraid of failure because you're afraid of doing something new because you've never done it. And so you're afraid of failing at that new thing. But that's nonsense, because if that were the case, you would not be able to walk right now. If that were the case, you wouldn't do any, you would have died already. If that were your thinking your whole life. No, it's been implemented into you when you grew up. That's nonsense. Where was I? Like something about social anxiety. Oh, failure, afraid, being afraid of it. Complete nonsense, because imagine, yeah, with the friends, you have to speak to people. And imagine that if you speak to 20 people, Out of those, you make, let's say, one friend, and out of a total of one, if you speak to 100 people, you will make, I don't know, 3 really good friends. And then, of course, you would try to get to speak to those 100 people, because then you're guaranteed to make 3 really good friends. And it's like that. So, like, you wouldn't look at, oh, this person doesn't want to be my friend. You wouldn't be like, no, I can't make any friends. I can't do this. I suck at this. No, you would just keep going and be like, all right, 99 people that I have to speak with to go until I make brothers for life. The same can be applied anywhere. Bro, literally just failure is a step closer to success. Failure is not real. Failure is not failure. Either you win or you learn and you go again. My God. I don't understand fear of failure. I literally don't understand it. How can you be afraid of trying? What else are you gonna do? Are you gonna be one of those people who are literally talking everyone down, calling everything cringe because they are afraid of doing it, because they are unhappy with their lives? Bro, I swear to God, if you would try as many things as you can, you would find something to be happy about. And you would 100% at one point also be like, damn, imagine if I never started. I would still be talking down to people, or I would still be a nobody. I would still be unhappy with my life. Imagine. I don't get fear of failure at all. I don't get it. Fear of failure and social anxiety. Bro, nobody matters. Nobody matters. Bro. But also you have to not be dumb about it, yo. Because if you cross certain people's limits, you're gonna face the consequence. So don't do anything stupid. Like, you know, those people, my friends sometimes send me those videos where they, I don't know, do some random nonsense. I don't know, they scream in the store, or bro, I don't know what they are even doing. They're just doing some weird shit, weird stuff, and basically, don't be stupid about it, you know what I mean? Have respect of people. Don't fear people. Respect people. It doesn't matter who it is. Respect people. It doesn't matter if the guy has money or doesn't have money. It doesn't matter if the guy is blind or not blind. It does not matter. Just respect people, because people deserve respect. Not because they have money or status or whatever, bro. That's not a reason for deserving respect. You deserve respect because you're a human, but if you don't act like a human, if you act like a literal worse than an animal, if you act disrespectful, if you're hurting people, if you're, I don't know, doing bad stuff to people, man, you don't deserve respect, because you're a trash human. Animals act better than you, bro. They deserve respect. You don't. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I need to go now. So, goodbye. That was my alarm if it was hearable. Whatever.